Hello everybody, this is Josh Duncan. We're going to be going over how to use a content management system website specifically for editors. This first video we're going to do desktop here, but we will have one for mobile as well. So go to your website and log in. I'm already logged in, but you should know how to log in by now. Just / login, enter, then type your credentials, and log in. We're going to start in the dashboard here. So at the back end of the website. Now, what we're going to be going over is how to submit or publish someone else's content. So we're going to go to Post, All Post. I made a little test post here. Oh, I guess I made two of them. I'm going to trash one of them. Okay, so let's just imagine this one is like Craig's was, where it wasn't published just yet. It was pending for review. So what we'll do is we'll click on it, and typically I go to edit, like a full edit. For one reason is you're going to be able to see all the content that they've posted here. But what we're going to be really focusing on is not so much the content. You can do the spell check and stuff like that, or rewording some stuff, adding images if you want to, stuff like that. But what we're going to focus on is this right side block over here. So essentially, we have visibility, which we've got public, private, and password protected. So private would be only administrators and editors could see it. Password protected means anybody can see it, but they will have to type in a password every single time. If you want to schedule a post, we can go to publish and schedule it any time or day that we would like, and it will post or publish automatically. After that, we've got a couple different things like sticky to the top. This will be checked if it is someone else's name. So let's put my name. It would be like this. So you'd have to uncheck this. You could move it to the correct person, because usually if I do something, it's going to be under admin. So let's put it under Josh. And there's two ways that we could do this, Sandy. This is where it's going to deviate right here, is the author. If we want it to publish directly to Facebook, we have to put it under admin or an editor name. It will not work if we don't, just because they don't have the credentials to get into it. Now there's another way that we can not make it publish, but for the most part, leave it as administrator, leave it as yourself, and then just go ahead and publish it until we can confirm that it has hit Facebook. After it's hit Facebook, we'll go in here and we'll rearrange it essentially. But for now, we're going to leave it as administrator, or you, so we will post to Facebook. The reason why Craig's was not showing up on the front page is because we have these categories. Categories is going to be a little more important than the tags. You could do both of them. I recommend doing the tags, but the categories is by far the most important, because this is going to put it in, like we have talking points. So if we click talking points on this, it's not going to show up on the home page. It will only show up on our talking points page and our archives page. The same goes for events. So if we click events and take that off, it will only show to the events page and the archives page. Now events actually will show on the home page as well, but if they go to the events page, we do specifically want them to see just all the events. So that's why we need to have events done. The rest of them, we only want typically one checked, but the rest of them is pretty much just anything that they're going to be using. So we've done a couple like basically model ones. We got cannabis, education, energy, healthcare, immigration, middle class, and taxes and universal income, or UBI. All of these will show up on the front page until we have to make a brand new one. Then I'll have to go in there and kind of edit it a little bit. But we've got so many now. This is the point that we probably won't have to make too many more new ones. So we're probably getting to that point where, you know, we can almost say that we're done when it comes to categories. Now tags is basically more of a searchable thing. So again, if you want to do an article on universal income, you'll click that and then you'll add a couple tags. You know, what is it talking about? Um, who does it affect, etc., etc. I do want to go over a featured image here because you can do this, but they cannot. So you can add any picture you want. Um, we've already got quite a few in here, but if you wanted to add a brand new photo, say it was on immigration, you know, and you had a great immigration photo, you're going to click upload, you're going to find it wherever you saved it, hit OK, it'll upload it. Same thing goes if you selected one, you just hit select. What will happen is this will be shown up over here. It won't show up in the uh, content that you have on the back end, but it'll show up over here on the right side. But now when it comes down to it, for instance, this one right here, this one is actually on the right side of the page. It's not at the top of my post. It automatically draws this in and puts it at the top of the post. So that's really neat um, way to do it. You don't have to enter it in. You just put it as the featured image, and it'll show up on top of every post that it is, but it'll also show up like on Facebook and stuff like that. Um, excerpt, if you wanted to do a teaser, you could. I'll leave that up to you. You know what it is. Use it if you wish. So once we're ready and we have the admin, so in this one we're going to want to send it straight to Facebook because we have the admin selected. So when we hit publish, it should ask us, are you ready to publish? Make sure that it is public. It is, you know, publish immediately, or if you wanted it private or personal, make sure, or private or password protected, make sure that that's clicked and it's not public because everyone will be able to see it. I don't even know what that is, but here is another way that we can turn it off. So say you were doing a bunch of talking points, Sandy, and you wanted to upload all 6 of them tonight, but you didn't want them all to go to Facebook. You could take this off just by unchecking that, and you can turn it back on just by checking it essentially. This is your custom message, so this is going to be displayed above your link and your picture. This is what will be in Facebook. So if I put this here, it's going to post my article, test, with a link, a little box, and a picture maybe that they can click on. This will be the actual text that is in Facebook. So again, this could kind of be your teaser for Facebook. If you did an excerpt, you could just copy and paste it in here essentially. Once you're ready to go, you just hit publish obviously. As long as you have it under an administrator, it'll go straight to Facebook. And then what we would do is then, as soon as you can confirm that it's in Facebook, which only takes a couple of seconds, go back in there and just click and edit. For instance, we're not going to publish this because I don't want it to go to Facebook. But if I were to publish this as myself, it would go straight to Facebook. This is our test. Let's just imagine that it says published. It's currently done by one of us. But you can go into edit or quick edit here. And all you're going to do is change the name to the correct user. So if it was me, I'd put my own name, update, bam, we're done. Again, if you don't want it to go to Facebook, you could just put my name in the first place. Or if it's you, because you're an administrator and you go to publish, you'll have to actually take it off if you don't want it to go to Facebook. So that is about it on the editor part and why Craig's wasn't working. I think you've got it from here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll do one on a mobile here in just a second, okay?